Alright, what's going on? LFM here with another video, and this one has been prolonged, so I'm not going to be rushing, trying to talk to you guys, explain the workout. Gonna go fully as in depth as I can on this leg workout. So let's get right into it. And first and foremost, as always, as anybody should do, we started with calves. So let's get right into it. Calves first, of course, and I start with the soleus movement, which is a seated calf, which if you're like me and have high insertions, is something you definitely want to prioritize. Supersetted with some standing calf raise movement, and this one again works the ball of your calf. I have a full calf workout video, which I'm not sure how many views that one got, but I'll put that one in the description, so you guys want to get a little bit more in depth on my calf routine, we'll go ahead. But again, I just superset back and forth. I keep like a 2 seconds up, 1 second hold, 2 second down, 1 second hold tempo. And yeah, so make sure you focus on the tempo, not just swinging, holding, squeeze. And yeah, again, that will be in the description if you guys want to watch it. And then I kind of forgot to show you guys my warm-ups, but I did do the bar for a couple sets, and then I did a plate. And then I remembered that we're recording today, threw on the 2 plates, which is what you're watching now, sped up. But the 2 plates, I still didn't throw on any belt or anything, as you guys saw. Kind of just kept my 2 plates, working up a little bit heavier. Did 5 reps, nothing to tire me out, just get me used to a little bit more of a load. And then we started progression overload, which is what you guys see now. So 295 on the bar, had 4 sets of 6 today, which we did complete, by the way. Here's set 1 at normal speed. Got all 6, as you guys can see, going all the way down, going all the way up. Knees not really going over my toes, which is not as big of a deal as everybody makes it seem, by the way. As long as you keep the bar path linear, as you guys can see, it's not going in front of me or behind me, it's straight up and down. That's the main thing when it comes to squat. This is set number 2. It is a little sped up. I think I have it at 1.25. And yeah, got another 6, no problem. Body weight 168, if anybody is curious. I could definitely work up a little bit heavy. I should have probably started my progression a little bit higher. But I was just paying my dues, gonna be patient, gonna go through the works. Did my 4 sets of 4 with this weight, 4 sets of 5, today's 4 sets of 6. Next time I come in for squats, I'm gonna probably, instead of adding 2.5 on each side, I'm just gonna add 5 on each side, just to kind of, I'm patient, but I'm not that patient, you know. So I'm gonna jump straight 10 pounds instead of just the usual 5 that I would do, just because I can. This RPE is pretty light. Again, this is set number 4. I did have a not struggle, but you know, it was a little bit of a load at the end. I got my 6 just because that's how it should be. You know, you're progressively overloading, you should be able to have some type of challenge at the end, and I'm getting them fairly easy. So 4 sets of 6 in the books, 295. And what I usually do is I'll drop the weight to a plate. Homie here helping me out, well, he went to the rack, but drop it down to a plate, and then I switch up my stance. If you guys notice my feet here, I usually squat at a narrow stance. Here I am at a sumo stance. And that's just because I want to just target a little different, try to give my body a different type of load, different type of movement in a sense. So I'll just finish off. I've been just throwing this in, and more squats, that can't hurt, right? So here's the fun part where we start loading up this machine. This is squat press. I've actually been really enjoying this movement. Simply maybe because I'm a little bit strong in it, but here's set 1, and I pyramided up to 8 reps, no 8 plates. Here's, this thing is sped up, it's throwing me off. So sped up, this is 6 plates on each side, working up to 7 right here. And so I've been pyramiding up on this movement. I'll start with 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, and I'll stay there for a couple sets. And I actually ended up going today to 8 plates on each side and a 25. So PR, whatever, it's a squat press, I'll take it. I used to always be like, oh, you know, why pyramid up? Why don't you just warm up and then go into it, as I did with my squats? But as I've gone on, I've been learning that it's like sometimes it's good to just pre-exhaust. And I don't think it'll really affect your strength as much. You know, if you could dig deep in, going heavy. Here's my 8 plates. April walking through the shot because she was helping me get a snap, which you guys should follow me if you don't. Yeah, this thing is still sped up for me. Okay, so here we are into the hack squats. Started with 2 plates, then I worked up to 3. Again, been pyramiding a lot of my movements for the same reason I was just kind of saying. Just kind of exhaust the leg a little bit, and then just dig in deep and go heavier. Fuck it, you know, dig deep, get it in, go as hard as you can, and that's what we did. So I ended up doing 1 set with 2 plates, and then 3 with 3 plates on each side. And on this machine, it's a lot harder than usual hack squat. So on other ones, I throw on 4 or 5 plates, no problem. This one, 3, you feel that shit. Of course, my favorite lunges, which I do in 2-part motions. I'll do a weighted one back and forth, and then I'll drop the weight and do a non-weighted again, back and forth. So that'll be 1 set, and I'll do that for a total of 3 to 4. Today I did 3, just because at this point my legs were beat. So as you guys see, I'll do back and forth with the weight, and then I'll drop it, which I'm about to do right now. Boom. And then go back, and as you notice, I'll kick my leg up at the top. Bang, kick, and kick. There you go. So that, what I just do is I'm trying to activate my hamstrings a little bit, just because today is more of a little of a hamstring focused day. It still is only legs, but I do kind of prioritize one or the other on the given day. And then we move into vertical press. The main thing with this one would be make sure your feet are behind you, because I see a lot of people do this one and they try to keep their feet like right where their stomach is, and I hope that makes sense. But keep your feet behind you, keep your lower back solely planted on the freaking pad, just to avoid any type of issue, because it's easy to snap your shit up on this one. If your butt is raising up, that's a problem. So make sure you're fully planted, your feet are like a foot behind you. And yeah, so like if you don't have this machine, I know a lot of gyms don't have this machine, try a horizontal press. If your gym don't have a horizontal press, then you need a fucking new gym. But try those out. If not, if you don't have either of those 2, then do single leg presses with a hamstring focus. And then we move into these hamstring curls. I know it looks light, it's only 10 on each side, but if you guys notice my toes, my feet, I have them pointed out, not just straight down. Like you see, they're pointing all the way back when I come up. That, what it does is just shorten the hamstrings, like I said before, and it makes the movement so much harder. Here we go, supersetting, because we superset everything. We jumped into some stiff legs. I think I grabbed 80. Again, I pyramided up. I grabbed the 80 first, then I went heavier, which would be the next clip, I believe. And you can see a little bit better right here. Okay, so here we go. So went a little heavier on this one. As you guys can see, I keep my legs pretty straight, the slightest bend in my knee, but I'm keeping the tension on my hamstrings. I feel it, and I'm driving up when I come up. 3rd set, went a little bit heavier again all the way down. I bring it to that my fist kind of are where my shoelaces are. That's kind of where your main focus should be. And then drive down, shoelaces, and drive. There you go. So that was the 3rd set, I believe. I think I did 4, and then I moved on to, what did I move on to? Oh, quads, yes. And I think I left the whole clip in here so you guys can see how 1 set of my quad extensions look. I like this extension more because if you guys can see, the angle of the pad is like sloping down, which when it comes to quad, you kind of want your butt to be below your knee ideally, just so it's a full activation. Toes up again. I always be very mindful of where my toes are when I'm doing quads or hamstrings, and you'll see I just rip it out. I'll even give myself a second, like right here, and then I'll go right back again, either switching up my toe, my angle, the width, just playing with my quads in a sense. So did 4 sets of those. And last but not least, this was a long leg day, guys. Yes, it was. We ended up doing just some hamstring curls seated. Again, you guys will notice in a second how I switch my toes up, pointing forward. Just kind of, it makes a huge difference. If you guys don't do that when you do hamstrings, definitely focus on doing that. You'll feel the difference. And yeah, I think that's where my leg day concluded, besides me putting away the camera, and then I ended up doing some of those good girls. Yeah, the one where you close your legs, the adductor. And yeah, that was pretty much my leg day. Killer leg day. I actually had a really good leg day today. Been really like just focusing on one, but like on my legs solely. Just feel like I don't have to, cause I think maybe before it was just like it was holding me back a little bit. Like I knew I had another body part to hit or etc. So even though I thought I was giving it you know, full gas, like pedal to the metal, but I still have some more in me, which I'm doing now. So again, if you guys enjoyed the video, hopefully I was able to go through everything in depth and not just rush it. And if you guys enjoyed the video, got something to take away from it, if you like it, like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, make sure to subscribe because we're gonna keep rocking with these videos. And here's me rambling on, so peace.